Hello, I'll be discussing in this video some specific examples to increase my taxonomy for my motor learning project of completing a split and what stage I'm currently at. First, I will discuss some ways to increase my taxonomy during completing the split. One way I can increase the taxonomy is by having my task go from a single task to a dual task. I can do this by singing the alphabet while completing the split. Another way to increase the taxonomy would be to add upper extremity manipulation. This can be done by tossing a small ball in my right hand in the air and catching it while descending into the split. My balance would be the issue with this part of the task that I would be concerned with. Lastly, I can increase the taxonomy by changing the environment constraints from regulatory to non-regulatory. This can be done by having a few of my classmates watch me perform my task. I could also dim the lights of the environment to not have visual feedback while completing the task. I have uploaded 2 videos to show the different ways to increase my taxonomy. Tossing the ball in front of my classmates while completing the task was much more difficult than completing the split in a dim room while I was singing the alphabet. My video of completing the task in a dim room, it does look like it wasn't dim, but I did dim it as much as I can. Next, I will discuss the stage of motor learning that I'm currently at. Currently, I am in the associative stage. In this stage, I can refine my skill by addressing the limitations of my hip flexors and hamstrings that were tight. The lead leg is required to have a good amount of hamstrings to not be tight, as well as my hip flexors on my back leg would also need to not be tight. My hip flexors and my hamstrings are co-contributors of why I've been having difficulty completing this task. To correct this, I have begun to stretch these muscles and give myself more mobility in my lower extremities. You can see how much more I have been able to descend with my hip flexors and hamstrings being less tight. I have also been able to increase the variability of how to complete the task on different surfaces to give myself an idea of what surface works the best for me in order to achieve my goal. I have been able to try to increase the practice intensity as well to allow myself to be able to descend more into the split formation since the first video that I submitted 3 weeks ago. I will continue to increase the intensity of how much I practice in attempting to achieve the split. I will continue to practice 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week in different surfaces. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.